Hey guys, my name is Natalie Bucarin. I'm from Corona, California. For those who don't know where that is, it's down in SoCal, roughly 40 to 50 minutes away from LA, depending on traffic. An interesting thing about me is that I'm a peacemaker. I really prefer to keep the arguments at a low, and I prefer to stay away from any conflict. And if there is, I try to talk it out and I try to make sure everything is okay. So I think that's pretty interesting. I want to share one of my most embarrassing moments. It was probably when I was 12 years old. I remember my mom telling me that it was probably a good idea for me to switch from soccer to volleyball. I didn't know why. She just told me she had a bad feeling about me continuing my soccer career, so I said why not. I remember we were serving the ball over the net at my third practice, and I was gonna go grab my ball. I was gonna take it back to the other side. So I was out. So as I was running, I locked eyes with my sister that was sitting in the stands with my mom and other parents. And as I was running, I fell flat on my face, and I heard people gasp, and I heard some girls laugh. But out of everyone, I heard my sister laugh the loudest. I laughed really nervously. I usually just laugh it off, but for this moment, it was more embarrassing than the rest. I remember my mom having to kick out my sister from the gym so she can calm down because she was laughing for the next 10 minutes after the fact that I fell. So that was pretty embarrassing and probably the most embarrassing thing I've done so far. So when I was 13 years old, a year after my mom told me that it probably wasn't a good idea that I should play soccer, I went back to soccer and I was at a tournament and I tore my ACL. So that's one of my worst injuries, and I now have a scar from having ACL reconstruction surgery. I remember that day as I remember that day clearly. I was playing soccer, a ball was coming overhead, my foot was planted, and I twisted my body, and I heard a pop. I thought this injury is kind of cool because usually when people tear their ACLs, they feel pain. But for me, I didn't feel any pain. I thought it was just as if someone cracked their knuckles. And I just felt that in my knee, and I didn't think much of it until I got up and I felt my knee buckle. And I knew something was wrong. So that was my worst injury. My hobbies is swimming. I love swimming. I started swimming after my surgery, so that's something that helped me get back into doing exercise and doing sports. In high school, I did water polo and swim, so that really back helped me get back into the motion of sports. And I love swimming because it also calms me down. I love the water. I also really like scary movies. I love scary movies. Every time I go into Netflix, I go through the horror section first. And if I don't find something there, I'll go to a different genre. I decided to come to FRC because I heard that they have a really good kinesiology program and it would help me. I will be able to get my classes and it will help me transfer easier to Cal State Long Beach. Cal State Long Beach has a PT program that I'm looking into. So if I transfer from Feather River to Cal State Long Beach, I can get my bachelor's from there and try to move on to my doctorate degree in their PT school within Cal State Long Beach. My ultimate goal is to get a doctorate degree and to start my own private business after getting experience in a hospital or clinics. That's my ultimate goal, owning my own business. And I think this class will really help me in that situation so I can talk to people without any hesitation or worrying about what they might think. Because I know this class will help me open up and be a better speaker. Thank you for listening.